Babe, would it be okay for me to go to the potluck that they're throwing at work?
What? Potluck? Don't be talking about some potluck. You know that I've been suffering from some really bad morning sickness, and you want to go to a potluck?
Why? I haven't gone to a work party in forever. Ever since COVID hit, it's been like 2 years since we had our last potluck. Oh, just this one time? Come on, I'll make sure that I make the food that I need to bring myself. I promise that I'll try my best so that I won't smell like food when I come back home too. So please, I really want to go.
Ugh, am I living with a husband or an elementary student that just ended up growing a little bigger? Well, when are you going to come back home?
Midnight. I'll make sure that I come back right at midnight or earlier. How does that sound? It's not too late, nor is it too early.
What are you going to do if it ends up taking longer than that?
I'll make sure to never even talk of any party that might be going on after this one.
All right. Just make sure to go slow on the alcohol, and please don't come home reeking of different food. I'll throw up on your clothes if you smell, okay?
Alright, don't even worry about me smelling like food, babe. I'll smell like flowers rather than food by the time that I get back.
Yeah, whatever you say. Be sure to check the time and don't drink too much, all right? Our future baby in my tummy told me to make sure you behave yourself.
Alright. Thanks for the soup in the morning. It made me feel a lot better and helped me recover faster from last night.
I told you not to drink too much alcohol. You get hungover so horribly that it looks like you were on death's door.
No, trust me, I didn't drink that much at all, but it somehow still upset my stomach for some reason.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, sure. I was just glad that you didn't come back home stinking. I complimented you on that one.
Right? I tried my best. Oh, my mom was asking me why you aren't picking up the phone. She asked me to tell you that she wants you to answer the phone.
She called me? I didn't know. Okay, let me give her a text or call back sometime later. Yolanda, did you try to call me? I'm sorry, I had no idea that you'd called me on the phone.
Do you carry around your phone as decoration? Kids these days never let go of their phones. It's impossible for them to not pick up a call, so what is going on with you? It always has to be me that contacts you first, or else you would never call or text me ever.
I'm sorry about that. I'll try to be better at keeping in touch. Did you need something from me, though?
Do I need to only contact you if I have something that I want from you? I just wanted to know how you're doing these days, because I know you had some bad morning sickness. I just wanted to know how the baby was doing, too. That's why I wanted to talk to you.
Oh, I'm actually doing all right with the eating part. It got a lot better than how it used to be ever since I've entered the second trimester. The only thing is that I still tend to puke quite often when I smell certain foods, so that's a little annoying.
Is that so? Well, at least it's getting a little better. I was thinking that it's about time that it gets better since you're on your second trimester now.
Yes, I guess that's the case. But why do you ask about this all of a sudden?
Have you taken a look at the calendar these days?
The calendar? Today's the 7th of June. Wait, next week is Daniel's birthday.
How come nobody remembers his birthday? You and Dominic both. Not a single soul. Honestly, it's kind of rude.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that, Yolanda. I even wrote it on the calendar that it's his birthday next week. It totally slipped my mind recently. I'm really sorry about that, but trust me, I didn't forget about it.
We decided to eat out at a nice restaurant that day. Since it's my husband's birthday, I want to buy you something good to eat, and that's why I wanted to talk to you. You and Dominic aren't too busy, right?
Of course, we can't miss out an important birthday like this without a good reason to. Did you already reserve a spot?
Don't worry about the reservations. We already took care of all of that. The only thing that you have to do is show up with Dominic.
Oh, really? Thank you so much, Yolanda. If you just tell me where it's going to be at, I'll make sure to show up with Dominic with a gift in hand.
All right, I'll see you that day then.
I totally forgot that it's my dad's birthday next week. Did you know about it?
I wrote it on the calendar as big as I could, but I still forgot about it. I wonder what would have happened if your mom didn't text me today and tell me about it. Man, that would have been so chaotic and embarrassing. It gives me a headache to even just think about it.
My mom told me that they'll take us out for dinner, so she said don't worry about having to spend a lot of money.
Yeah, she told me the same thing. She said that she already took care of reserving a table, too.
Oh, really? Okay, then that means we don't need to worry about finding a good restaurant to dine in. Let's just make sure that we get a nice gift so that my dad will like it. And chip some money in with it, too. Sounds like a good plan, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking about the same thing. A gift and some money really brightens up the day, at least for me. Are you on your way back home? Did you get off of work yet?
Yeah, I'm on my way right now.
Don't text and drive at the same time. Let's just talk about it more when you get back home.
Sure, I'll see you at home, baby.
Alyssa, are you still in the bathroom? Are you not feeling too well? Did you get sick?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I just don't really feel too good today. Maybe it's because of the smell of the food.
That's weird. Most people are already done with the whole getting sick phase by this time of their pregnancy. Why are you like that? It's so odd that you're so sensitive. Anyway, we got done with the meal on our end, but I want to ask you for a favor.
A favor? What is it?
Did you bring your wallet today?
Yes, I brought my wallet, but what's the matter?
Then can you pay for the meal for tonight?
What? I thought you said you wanted to buy us a meal, so just come without worrying about paying for anything.
Yeah, I was going to buy it tonight, but I forgot about the card that I normally use back at home. I don't have any cash on me either. Emma doesn't have money, and it seems like Dominic doesn't have much either. You're the only one that's got money right now, so do me a favor and pay for the meal, please.
Oh, all right, I can do that. I'll go back to the table now. How much is it in total?
It says $519.
$519? What do you mean $519?
What are you getting so shocked at? Inflation is one hell of a thing these days. Plus, we're at a French restaurant. What did you think it was going to cost? I told the waitress that you'll be paying for the meal, so once you get done with paying, come down to the parking lot.
Alyssa, where are you? It's hot outside. Come back inside now.
Hey, I'm really upset about what happened today. I bought a smoothie to cool myself down right now, so please don't talk to me.
What's the matter? I thought you were having fun at the dinner. Why are you so angry? I don't understand at which point you became so angry at. Did something happen?
Oh, you don't understand why I'm so angry? You say that I had fun at dinner? Did you think that I was really having a fun time and was eating all right, knowing that food smell makes me sick? Not to mention, I'm allergic to dairy, which French food uses a lot in sauces.
You are? I had no idea.
The 3 years that we've been together has been for nothing, huh? I guess I can't blame you for this one. It's not like you ever really suggested on going to eat French when we were just dating either. The only thing I ate were the dinner rolls. But you were having a good time shoving down every single thing that came out. Must have been nice, huh? Did it taste good? Were you having a lot of fun tonight?
I'm sorry, Alyssa. I didn't know. I didn't think it would be such a big deal.
Also, I don't think that it was a waste of money to pay for the meal. But what I found upsetting is the way that your mom came to me and told me to pay for the meal as if it was all planned out to begin with.
She didn't mean for it to be like that.
Sure, I can pay for the meal, all right. After all, it's your dad's birthday today. I'm not mad about the fact that I had to spend my money on buying the food. It's that it just seemed as if she already knew that she was going to make me pay for it.
It's not that she was planning on making you pay from the get-go. It's just that you were the only one with enough money to pay for it.
Do you not have a single card in your wallet that you could use to pay for the meal?
No, I do. It's just that I'm almost at the limit for this month.
So you're telling me that you used so much money this month that you wouldn't be able to pay for the restaurant today? Or are you going to have a struggle to pay off the money on the card, making your credit score go down?
Well, in the end, you paid for it, and it's all solved now. None of us had the money to pay for it, so what should we have done? Just walked out? Why are you being so upset after it all happened? Why didn't you just say something then?
Why am I so upset? Okay, since you're gonna act like I'm the weird one, let me ask you a question. Does Emma not work?
Emma? Emma just graduated from college. She's looking for a job right now.
Didn't you tell me that she found a job?
She said it didn't really suit her once, so she quit.
Wow, what an easy life. I don't like this one thing about the job, so I'm just gonna stop working. They don't suit my one, so I'm just gonna stop working.
There's no reason for her to still work for the same job if it stresses her out like that. Come on, quit with all of this complaining. I'll just give you the $519 that you had to pay for. Are you happy now?
No, I don't need that stinking money. You think I'm mad because I had to spend a lot of money? I already said that that isn't what I'm upset about, so you're wrong. I literally just explained a minute ago that I'm mad about how your mom acted towards me, so stop getting it confused.
Come inside. Let's talk about this inside when you come back in. It's hot outside. I'll have the fan on so that you can cool down a bit.
Yolanda, I fully understand how you really think of me.
Did you get into my phone while I was asleep? How did you get this screenshot? I put a lock on my phone. How did you get through the password?
Are you stupid? The passcode was my birthday. A little kid would be able to get through your phone. Yolanda, the day when we went out and had dinner with everyone on Patrick's birthday, I thought that on that day you actually did forget about bringing your wallet, and that's why you asked me to pay for the meal. But it turns out that you were already planning this whole thing beforehand, huh?
It's already in the past. What more can I do for you about this matter? Are you really that bummed out because of the fact that you had to spend some money for your father-in-law's birthday? Were those $519 that important to you? Is it really that big of a deal for you to spend some money?
Oh no, trust me, Yolanda. On special occasions, if it's needed, I can spend more than $519. On days like that, I can spend way more and I wouldn't even bat an eye about it. But the thing is, there were so many things about the day that were just so suspicious and didn't add up. I know that you're not the type of person that forgets to bring important things like wallets. You're extremely strict about finances, and there's no way that you would make such a mistake like that on the day of Patrick's birthday. Wow, Alyssa, honestly, that's kind of creepy, don't you think so? Are you really getting all mad and rude because you had to pay some money for my dad's birthday? Is this what you were really thinking? What, are you like an FBI agent or something? A private investigator? What's up with being so uptight like that? You're out of control. I can't believe that you think you have the right to tell me anything. You can't keep a job for your own good, and you're nearly in your 30s. You quit your job like you come from some rich family when in reality you can't even pay your own bills. You refuse to pay for a dinner on your own dad's birthday, but you're gonna come to me and villainize me about it?
Yeah, you're right. I had it all planned out from the beginning. So what? Other daughters-in-law are open-hearted and caring so much to the point where even if you didn't ask, they'll spend money on their in-laws and bring them gifts. Have you ever done something like that for us? Or for me? No. So what's the issue here? You should be reflecting on yourself right now.
Yolanda, let's take a minute and stop right here to observe some things. First of all, that house that you and Patrick are living in, I did it for you. I helped out so that you guys could move into a bigger house. Secondly, that purse that you were wearing during the birthday night, I bought you that. And that's Chanel, is it not? Third, once again, on the birthday night, the heels that you were wearing were also a gift from me that I got for you because I got it when I got an incentive at work. Now, what else should I bring up? Why are you cherry picking right now with the things that I did and didn't do for your family? I could do 100 great things, but the moment I do one bad thing or make a mistake, I'll get thrown under the bus for it. All you're doing right now is nitpicking on something that really wasn't even my fault, and you should know that.
Hey, you better watch your mouth. This is my mom that you're talking to. Of course, it was our fault that we already had this planned out from the beginning and trapped you into paying for dinner, but there's no real reason for you to be so rude about it.
Also, I already found out about how you knew all along that I hated French food. You're the one that went too far with this one. If I hadn't looked into your phone and had you been a little more careful with your cover-up, I wouldn't have known about any of this until the day that I die. I take this as a chance that the heavens have given to me. I'm being told by something out there that the family that I've married into is just full of selfish jerks that are horrible human beings. So I should hurry up and escape from them as fast as I can.
What? Are you saying that you want to get a divorce?
Oh, so you don't want to catch on with anything else but want to catch on with this one? Yeah, you're right. I want a divorce. You and your family members were trying to send me to heaven earlier than planned by feeding me food that I'm allergic to. Then, when that didn't work out, you guys turned around and got petty with money and made me pay for the meal. Why should I have to keep silent about something like this? You all tried to kill a person.
If you get divorced, then what? What are you going to do about the baby inside of your belly? That baby is a proud blood of our family.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'm gonna give birth to the baby and raise them like everybody else. Also, what do you mean the baby's your family's blood? It's not anymore. It's just my child. I can't change the seed's genes, but I can let the child have my last name.
I'm sorry, Alyssa. I didn't think much of the whole thing.
Okay, and I don't want to live with someone who's so empty-minded that they'd agree with giving someone food that they're allergic to. Let's just split up from here on out. Have fun living with your mom that doesn't want to remember anything that I've done for her and wants to just cherry pick what she wants to remember. Have fun living with your stupid little sister that can't keep a single job and refuses to reflect on herself to see if maybe it's her that's doing something wrong. Have fun living with your dad who refuses to see any of this situation and is acting as if he's not involved in any of this. Goodbye. I'm going to find my own life and live for my own happy ending. Don't ever contact me again. Any of you. I knew something was wrong about that night during my father-in-law's birthday. If I didn't look through my husband's phone that night, I might have never known the truth. I guess that it's true that people's gut feelings are a real thing. I believe that this was a perfect example of when my gut feeling really served me justice. I got a divorce with Dominic a little while later and gave birth to my child. I received a lot from the divorce trial, and Dominic lost his custody to the baby, and I was given full custody of it. I told him not to come and find me again, but he had the audacity to come and find where I moved to and asked if he could at least see the baby's face for the first and last time. He even brought his mom. I didn't hesitate to report them to the police and also asked for a restraining order against them. I went back home to my parents and decided to open a little store that I've always wanted to open. Now I'm able to take care of my baby, and I also became an owner of a store. I hope that for the rest of my life, I won't have to deal with such scumbag people anymore. I'm wishing for a peaceful life where I'll be able to grow as a person, as well as becoming a proud mother for my child.
Hi, is this Brooke?
Yes, it is. Who's this?
Hi, Mom. It's me. It's been a long time since we saw each other for the last time. Has it been 15 years since then? How have you been?
Did you just call me Mom? Oh my goodness. Is this Kayla?
Yeah, it is.
How did you know my number? Did your dad give it to you by any chance? Did you text me to demand the answers from me why I left you and your sister 20 years ago? Did you text me to make me feel guilty about it?
No, not at all. It's not like that. Dad has been acting weird lately, so I secretly looked through his phone to see if something was bothering him. And there I found you getting in touch with him. You're so shameless, aren't you? How could you ask him for money after you haven't called once after leaving him and the two of us behind 20 years ago? It's been 2 decades, and that is a long time. You called him out of nowhere and asked him for money? Does that make sense to you?
What did you want me to do? What was I supposed to do? I have a son and his name is James. My precious son has acute leukemia and needs an aggressive treatment, but I can't afford it. I need money to keep him alive, but I can't afford the medical bills even if I work 3 jobs. James may be nobody to your dad, but he's your brother who shared the same blood.
I don't have a brother. I only have a sister, and she's my only sibling.
Don't be so harsh. He is your brother because I gave birth to all of you. You're going to help your sick brother, right? He desperately needs your help and he deserves one.
Did you say he deserves my help? How can a stranger deserve my help? You're funny.
Like I said, you guys have the same mother and that makes you brother and sister. And he's not a stranger. You're old enough to have a job by now. You must be making some money, right? I need your money. Please help me and your brother. You're not going to let your brother die without trying, are you?
I'm telling you again, I don't have a brother. I never had one my whole life. You divorced Dad and left us behind when I was barely 11 and Eunice was 10. We were so young and we needed a mom. Still, you didn't care about us. You left us behind because you fell in love with another guy. You cheated on Dad and you even married your lover. And then you had a son that I wasn't even aware of. Even if you call him my brother, I don't empathize with him and I'm not going to help him. He's not entitled to my help, and I'm not obligated to help him. Don't fool yourself. Do you even know what the rest of us had to go through after you left us irresponsibly? Dad had to quit his 10-year job because he needed to take Eunice to doctor's appointments and therapies and treatments for her disability. He ended up working short-term contractor jobs and had a very tough time to be a dad and a mom at the same time.
Do you think it was easy for me to raise you? I was so stressed and exhausted to raise you girls who were only 1 year apart. It drove me crazy that both of you were always crying, and that was absolutely abnormal. Postpartum depression hit me hard, and I became lethargic. On top of everything else, I was alive but dead inside after Eunice got into a car accident that made her paralyzed. I thought my life was finally getting better once Eunice was 10 and you were 11, but that accident turned everything back to square one. Eunice couldn't even go to the bathroom by herself, and she needed around-the-clock care. She needed me every second. I felt like taking care of her was even harder than when she was an infant. You wouldn't understand how I felt. I was so embarrassed to take her to the doctor in her wheelchair. My life was miserable, and all I could think of was to kill myself to end this agony.
You were embarrassed of Eunice? How dare you say that? You were not allowed to be embarrassed. Did you forget why Eunice got into an accident in the first place? She saw you holding some other guy's hand on the street, so she was calling you and following you. There she was hit by a semi-truck and eventually became paralyzed. She lost her freedom of walking because of you, and you were embarrassed of her? What kind of mother are you talking about your disabled daughter that way?
What's the problem with what I'm saying? I never signed up for taking care of a paralyzed girl. Everything I'm saying is how I feel, and these feelings are all valid. I was thrown into a role I was completely unprepared for. I had no other choice than leaving you guys because I wanted to breathe again and live my life. What was so wrong with that? Was that a crime? I thought Eunice and your dad might not understand me, but at least you would. Was I wrong? You particularly loved me since you were very little and you didn't even go to sleep without me. You needed me to sit by you whatever you do, when you were eating, watching television, and even when you were doing your homework. I thought you would love me until the end of the world, no matter what. But was I wrong about that? You loved me, unlike Eunice, who was only looking for her dad, which I hated about her.
Oh, so you knew I wouldn't go to sleep without you, and you still left me? Especially for a guy? I might have tried to understand you if you left us because you were so miserable and you needed to run away from your pathetic life. But the fact is that you left us for a guy. Don't you dare ask me if I would understand and forgive you. Every night I told myself that you were on a trip and you will come back home eventually. I prayed every night that you would come back the next day. Do you have any idea how much I missed you? I burst out in tears when other kids were talking about their moms, or even when they brought up the word mom. And sadly, that feeling faded away slowly over time. And now even just the word mom makes me uncomfortable. And what did you say again? You hated Eunice for only looking for dad? How dare you say that when you clearly know why she was only looking for dad? Don't you remember what you said to her? You said if you'd known she was going to be a waste of life, you would have rather never given birth to her. She was only 10 at the time and you hurt her so much with your words. How do you expect her to like you after what you said to her? After what you did? She loved you so much too. She was only 10 but was very considerate that she didn't want to bother you so much. She dragged her butt by herself when she needed to go to the bathroom so you can have a moment to rest. Of course, she's paralyzed from the waist down, so there wasn't much that she could do by herself. But she tried her best not to bother you to gain your love back. She was only 10 at the time. Don't you feel sorry for her?
Stop it. I don't want to talk about what happened in the past. The past is in the past and I can't do anything about that. But we can do something for right now. I said my son is sick and he's going to miss the golden time of treatment if I don't have the money ready soon enough. You know what? You can blame me and hate me all you want, but I need your money right now. I'll let you take your crap out on me later when James gets better with the money you provided.
You tossed us aside like a bag of garbage and you're devoted to your son? Why don't you toss him away like you did to us? You left us because Eunice became paralyzed. So you should have no problem leaving your son since he has leukemia, right? It's so ironic that you choose which one of your children to love or not to love. Is your mother's instinctive love different for every child?
Have you ever been in love?
What does that have to do with anything?
I asked if you've ever been in love with someone. You should know what love is if you ever had a boyfriend. You are undoubtedly willing to give up everything when you meet the love of your life. You will do anything and everything for him because you love him so much unconditionally. And a baby from that love is utterly precious. That baby deserves my entire heart and soul, and nothing in this world matters anymore.
So you're saying Eunice and I didn't deserve your undivided love because we're the babies you had from my dad whom you didn't love?
I never loved your dad. I was told to marry him by my parents, so I did. But I never felt happy being with your dad who barely spoke and barely made money. I still had two of you in that unfavorable situation whom I didn't want in the first place. I was so tired of everything all the time. Every second of 10 years of my marriage with your dad was so miserable. And then out of nowhere, there he was. I met the love of my life and realized what everything is supposed to be after I have my son with him. I realized this is what people say about fruition of love. This is what a mother's instinctive love is. This is how a marriage should be. I felt my world was flipped upside down.
It is so pathetic and a waste of time to listen to you. I don't feel bad about myself for crying every night and waiting so dearly for someone like you to come back. I feel so bad that I loved you so much and missed you all the time. I don't have a penny to give to someone like you, so stop butting into my life. We finally got back on our feet and we're doing just fine without you. Don't try to tear it up again.
I never tried to butt into your life. I only called him to get the money I deserved, but wasn't able to get back in the day.
Are you saying he owes you money? What kind of money are you talking about?
We didn't go through the division of property when we divorced each other 20 years ago. I was busy leaving him to be with the love of my life, and I didn't want to waste another second not being with him. I thought money didn't matter, but now I'm thinking back. I deserve the half of whatever your dad and I had. I was entitled to half of the property. This is between me and your dad. It's grown-up talk. I don't need your opinion or criticism. Mind your own business.
What property? We were left with nothing because of you, remember? You wasted everything we got from the insurance company from Eunice's car accident. We were supposed to help Eunice with her therapy with the insurance payout, but you just wasted all of it. You spent all that money on your love of your life, didn't you? We knew it back then, but we were so young and there was nothing we could do. You just wasted it, and you didn't give a penny to the rest of us. And now what? You think you were entitled to the property? You're disgusting. You make me sick.
No, whatever happened with insurance payout is different from what I deserved. I was still entitled to the property because your dad and I were legally married for 10 years.
What a fool. You can't claim for division of property after 2 years from the date you were divorced. You should have looked into it carefully if you really wanted the money.
What? What kind of unfair law is that? I should be able to get what I deserved even after 40 years. It doesn't make sense.
I said there's nothing to give you. Even if we had something, we wouldn't give anything to you. You're nothing to us.
I didn't expect you to be like this to me, but fine, I get it. I understand that you must be left with nothing after helping Eunice's rehabilitation therapy. I know how much that will cost. You might not have money, but you still have your house. It's kind of old as it's been 30 years since it was built, but still, it's better than nothing. It's a seller's market right now, so it shouldn't be so hard for me to sell it. Just transfer the ownership of the house to me. Then I'll give your dad the half of the sales proceeds. See? I'm being so fair. This is the true definition of division of property. Please talk to your dad to hand it over to me. It would be greatly appreciated if you could do that for me.
Again, tell me exactly why you think I should do that?
Because you loved me. You used to do everything I asked you to do. You said you were waiting for me to come back every night, so here I am. I came back for you, and I need your house.
I'm telling you over and over again, I'm not that 11-year-old when you left me. I loved you when you were my mom, but you stopped being my mom the moment you left me and Eunice to be with your so-called love of your life. I don't think I even hate you anymore because you're nothing to me. You're not worth a bit of my feelings. I'm not that little girl who used to do everything her mom asked her to do. I'm a grown-up who has her own job and having her own rules and principles. You should have realized that already. And what kind of house are you talking about? We don't have that house anymore.
What? You sold your only property because you were so hard-pressed to make a living? This is exactly why I left your dad. Your dad was not capable of putting the food on the table for the family. I had to find another guy who could do that for me. I kind of hoped he would do better now, but I guess he doesn't. Poor you. You and Eunice must have a hard time making a living every day because of your incompetent father.
Don't you dare talk about him. He devoted his life to us, and we are so grateful for what he did for us. And for the record, we sold the house not because Dad was incompetent, but Eunice and I were competent. We sold the 30-year-old house, and we moved into a 5,000 square foot single-story house where a lot of celebrities are in the neighborhood.
What? 5,000 square foot house with celebrities in the neighborhood? That's not possible. Did you say you were competent? What do you do for a living?
It's kind of funny to show off how capable I am, but money? A house? Aren't they supposed to be in your hands automatically when you try your best?
I literally don't understand anything you're saying. Oh my goodness. Don't tell me you guys became some kind of escorts or prostitutes so that you can make a lot of money so effortlessly. Is that because I wasn't there to take care of you?
Look what you're talking about. I guess that's all you can think of because you're such a whore. You might not want to believe it, but I'm a YouTuber with 300,000 subscribers.
What the hell is that?
I'm a crime story YouTuber introducing crime stories from all over the world. I research the crime cases myself, and I also write the scripts myself. I also work as a voice actor. I've done several animation projects over the last couple of years. Don't you dare accuse me of making money like that. I read and study endlessly to make my videos. I'm one of the top crime story YouTubers out there, and I fought tooth and nail to become what I became.
Is that true? How much can you make if you become a YouTuber?
Why should I tell you how much I make? I'm making a hell of a lot more than whatever you imagine. Can we stop this conversation? I don't want to talk to a stranger anymore.
You can't call your mom a stranger. You became such a successful YouTuber because I gave birth to you. If it weren't for me, you couldn't have been what you are today. Wouldn't it be unfair for me if only your dad gets to enjoy your success when I was the one who had you and raised you? He can't be the only one to live in that 5,000 square foot house.
Oh, I think you misunderstood. I didn't buy this house myself. Eunice and I bought it together. She paid for half of it.
How can someone like Eunice with paralysis buy a huge house like that? Did she make a fortune by receiving disability benefits?
That's all you can think of, right? Don't be too surprised. But she can walk now. She still needs to work some more. But she can stand up and walk by herself. Thanks to Dad. He was completely devoted to her therapy, and she could have walked again because of him. Because she wasn't able to walk. She was always sat down, and all she could do was draw. It was her only comfort, and she became such a good artist after spending many years of drawing. And eventually, she became a pretty well-known cartoonist. She was abused and treated like baggage by her mom, but she became one of the best cartoonists in the field. She couldn't be happier. I guess we became successful because you got out of the picture. We couldn't have become what we have become if you were still our mother.
Do you think it makes sense that you guys are doing so well when I'm having such a hard time? If both of you have plenty of money, aren't you supposed to have mercy on your mother who gave birth to you and raised you? Isn't that what a human is supposed to do? Isn't that your responsibility as my daughters? What about your one and only brother? You can help him with his treatment if you're so rich. Don't you know rich people should help poor ones and they will be blessed even more?
I'm sponsoring a lot of different charities on a regular basis, so you don't have to worry about me being blessed even more.
Are you saying you're gladly helping strangers, but you can't help your mom and brother? That's so messed up. Can't you be a decent human being?
It's funny how such an inhumane person like you is telling me to be a decent human being.
What a disrespectful woman you've become.
I am done with you, so I'm going to block you now. Don't you ever try to talk to me again. Stop being pathetic and talking to Dad. He's been seeing a nice woman for a while now. Don't even think about trying to interrupt them and get the hell away from us.
What? Your dad is cheating on me?
Do you even understand what you're saying? What you did to him was cheating because you were seeing other guys when you were still married to him. You and your dad divorced 20 years ago, and him seeing other women after he was divorced can't be cheating, can it? Eunice and I introduced a good woman to Dad because he devoted his 20 years of his younger life raising us. She is the complete opposite of you. You don't need to care about how we're doing since we're total strangers now. And mind your damn business with your love of your life and so precious fruition of love.
Hold up, Kayla!
After what happened with Brooke, I blocked her and my dad changed his number so she won't be able to call him again. He's so sick of her that he's afraid she's going to call him again even after he changed his number. She was such a monster who didn't even ask how I have been all this time or paid a sincere apology for what happened. And she still called herself my mom. I guess I won't have to see her or talk to her ever again. I'm sorry that our relationship started as mother and daughter but ended up as an ill-fated relationship. But I want to forget what happened in the past and move forward, hoping that the three of us can live happily ever after. I hope that things between Dad and his girlfriend work out, so I might have an actual mom someday. We had our bad days that all we could afford was a $1 mac and cheese from the dollar store, but I'm grateful that I can help other people who need my help. I'm happy that my hard work paid off, and I can continue the work that I love so much.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe for more videos.
My son. Is this your way of separating yourself from him?
What? Oh no, it isn't anything like that. And I'm not quite sure why you always try and read anything I do as me trying to get out of my marriage. I'm just being moved around a little for work, and it's going to be easier to stay with my parents for this new project that we're going to be working on. It really is just because my parents happen to live closer to where I'm going to be working for a while is all.
What? Is that really the only reason that you're going? Damn, I finally thought you and Jim were going to be getting divorced and that I'd finally be free from you.
Yup, really glad to hear from you too. I really don't understand why you hate me so much.
It doesn't matter if you understand it or not. What matters is that you know it. You know, if Albert didn't need to live with you guys because of his bad back, then I never would have agreed to it in the first place. And even though I'd already put so much planning into making sure that Jim would marry the daughter of one of my friends, you had to come along and steal him away.
I thought that you never even met that friend until after Jim was already an adult. But him and I've been dating since we were in high school. We've known each other way longer.
It doesn't matter. All I know is that you should have never married my son, and that's the real reason why I hate you so much. And I have no intention of ever changing my mind about you. Do you understand me? I know what's best for my little boy, and you are not it. You will never, ever be good enough for my little Jim as long as you live.
I see. Well, I do appreciate you making all of that very clear for me to understand at least. If it's any consolation, I'm also not really the type that does well when I'm forced to spend time with someone who I really don't like.
Excuse me. And what is that supposed to mean? Do you think that that is any way for you to speak to the mother of your husband?
I didn't mean anything by it. Anyways, are we done here? Was there anything else that you wanted to talk about? I think I've already answered your question, so... Also, I don't really want to spend any more time talking to someone with whom I always end up fighting.
So, you think talking to me is a waste of time? Is that what you were trying to say? Am I just wasting my energy typing all of this out for you because you already know everything I want to say?
Well, it feels like you've said your piece already, and I'd rather not get into an argument. So if we don't have anything else to talk about then I think I'm going to be putting my phone down for a while.
Hey, Brenda, do you have a second to talk real quick?
Oh, morning, honey. Sure, what's up?
Well, it's just that I thought there might be a little bit of trouble.
Trouble? What do you mean by that? Is everything okay? Don't tell me that you're talking about your mom. Is it that kind of trouble that you're referring to?
Well, yes, I am referring to that kind of trouble, unfortunately. The thing is, my mom keeps coming into the office whenever I'm not home, it seems.
Oh, really? She is? Well, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, thankfully though, our bedroom is usually locked and we're the only ones with the key, so she hasn't been going in there, but still.
Well, I guess there really isn't anything that we have out and wouldn't want her to see. And I've brought most of my work stuff with me to my parents, so...
Oh, well that's a relief to hear at least. But I guess things really are shaking out, just as you guessed you said that you were going to do this remote work. I mean, the only reason I caught my mom going to the office was because of the cameras we set up there. But the way she's just acting like she owns the place now, I don't know, she just might try and break into our room at some point.
You can't be serious about that, right? You really think she'll go that far? But why?
But I guess even if she does go that far, it's not like there's anything to be embarrassed about.
Yeah, but it's the principle of the thing.
Yeah, I know.
Well, at least I can concentrate on work while I'm here. Can you think of something to say to her?
Yeah, but actually, I have one more pretty important thing that I wanted to talk to you about.
Is everything all right? You know that you can talk to me about whatever.
Well, my dad was talking earlier about how the house seems a bit rickety and was suggesting that we either make some renovations or find a new place to move into or something.
Oh, right. Well, it is pretty old. I mean, didn't your grandparents used to own our house?
Right, but then my mom started getting really excited at the prospect of moving while you weren't home.
Oh, really? Why do you think that is?
I guess that she thinks that we can all just move to a new place and keep it secret from you or something.
And she told you about this secret thinking you wouldn't tell me.
Yeah, she did. I guess that she thinks that my dad and I are automatically gonna take her side, even for something so ridiculous. But at least that way you know what she's up to while you're away.
I see. Well, I can't say that I'm not upset, but I also can't say that I didn't see something like this coming, to be honest.
It's not just that. I have another thing that I want to talk to you about in relation to that.
Oh man, it just keeps coming.
I was wondering if this weekend I could bring my dad up to your parents' place so that we could talk about all of this with your parents. I think it would be better to have this kind of talk in person, you know?
Oh, sure. Let me check if they have any plans this weekend. Although I'm sure it should be fine if the two of you come and see us. I bet my parents would love to see you both. Hey Jim, are you still there? My parents said that Saturday afternoon would work best.
Great. Any specific time that we should aim to get there? We can be there anytime, really.
Well, my mom was wondering if you two would want to come around lunchtime so that we could all eat together and talk.
Oh, really? Is that okay?
Of course it is. You know that both my parents really love you and that you're always welcome at their place.
Ah, Brenda. Well, tell them that I really appreciate it and that we'll be there. We'll shoot to get there around noon then.
All right, I'll let them know.
And my dad said that he's looking forward to seeing them as well.
I'll pass that along too.
Okay, great. See you this weekend.
See you then, hun.
Hey, Brenda, thanks so much again for today.
No, I appreciate you driving all the way down to see us. But I was so shocked about what you wanted to talk about. I mean, just knowing that your dad was really feeling like that. Well, anyways, if that is the case, then we need to move this plan along as fast as we can.
Yeah, I think so too. Thank you so much for understanding. And if I can be honest, I also have gotten really sick of seeing the way that your mom treats you so high-handedly. It really isn't fair for you at all. But I think that talking it all out with my dad really helped us come to a good conclusion.
Well, I'm just glad that you were thinking of me during this whole time as well.
Of course, honey. Now, for this to work, I don't really think that you actually have much to do, but we do need to just make sure that my mom doesn't have a clue to what's really going on.
Got it. My lips are sealed.
Hello, Brenda. It has been a while, hasn't it? I have some good news, though.
Yes, hello. It has been a while. What kind of good news?
Well, I guess I should be more specific. Good news for me, not so good news for you.
Well, can you just tell me what it is, please?
Of course. The demolition of our house starts today.
What? Demolition?
That's right. While you're out living with your parents, we all decided to tear down the house and move somewhere else. Now it's just gonna be 3 of us, Albert, Jim, and I, finally free of you. We took advantage of your going home to abandon you as quickly as possible.
Oh, I see.
That's right. All of us are just sick of having to live with you, and now we won't have to ever again. I also made them promise not to tell you where we will be moving to once this whole process is finished with. And of course they agreed not to. So since you're never going to know where it is that we've gone to, you might as well just divorce Jim. We all think that is what would be best.
I see. Is that what you think I should do? Okay, duly noted. Talk to you later.
Well, that was easy.
Jim, are you there? I just got some messages from your mom that we need to talk about.
What? What did they say to you?
She told me that the house was being demolished and that you all were moving. That is the plan, right? She was talking as if you and your dad were in on it with her, and that you both promised not to tell me where you all would be moving to. She told me that you all agreed that you should divorce me.
Well, she didn't really need to tell you all the rest of that mean stuff, but yes, things are going according to plan.
So it's going to be ready tomorrow when we meet up?
Yeah, I'll take care of it, don't worry.
Okay then. By the way, I just arrived at the new house. I only brought some of the essentials from our old place and I'll leave them here.
Sorry to make you do all of this running around, but thanks so much. Alright then, wish me good luck. Dad and I are about to go and confront Mom about all of this.
Good luck, Jim. You got this.
Brenda, what is the meaning of this, huh? You little snake in the grass. Brenda, I am talking to you. You better answer me. Pick up the phone right now. Tell me how you tricked my husband and son into being on your side, huh?
Sandy, if someone doesn't answer their phone, it's because they can't talk.
You talk when I decide. I'll make you pay for this. You'll pay me everything you have for this.
You tried to trick me and move everyone away to a whole new house, all while I was visiting my parents. But did you really think that everyone would be on board with that?
So then, you know all about what was going on.
About what was going on? You mean like Albert asking you for a divorce? Or that you aren't going to be included in the big move, but I am? Or are you talking about how Jim told me where you intended to move, even though you'd sworn that no one would ever tell me?
Well, all of it. How did this all happen? How did my brilliant plan fall apart so brutally? I mean, they should have been on my side, not yours.
Well, I'm afraid that you were probably the only person who saw it that way.
But why? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, why do you think that Jim would be on your side after you kept trying to make him date another woman, despite the fact that we had already been dating for years? You think he appreciated you treating me like garbage just because I'm not your friend's daughter? And Albert? Well, think about it. You spent all of his inheritance from his father in about 2 years. You never once showed remorse for it, all while pressuring him for more and more money.
And so what? So what if I did? Those are both my rights to do as mother and wife.
I've heard a bunch of other horror stories about you from the two of them. Honestly, it just made me all the more amazed that Albert didn't divorce you sooner. But I guess he's always been a really patient man. That's probably the real reason why it's lasted so long.
Brenda, I don't need your little commentary on my life, okay? You just better tell me where everyone moved to. And then I need you to go and talk to Albert and convince him not to divorce me. And while you're at it, tell Jim to stop all this talk of never contacting me again.
What? But I thought you hated me. Why are you coming to me for help now?
Now isn't the time for your stupid questions, okay?
Well, then I'll be honest with you. I have no intention of helping you at all.
What? But why?
Because I like Jim and Albert. They're my family, and I don't want to turn them against me just to help you out.
But they should have been on my side. Why are they siding with you? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, if you don't get it by now, then I'm afraid that you never will.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that I would really prefer not to waste time on conversations like this that are gonna go nowhere. So I'll be taking my leave now.
Wait, Brenda, this isn't a pointless conversation. Please, I still have things I need to talk about with you. Please, you can't just go. I have questions that you need to answer. I am your mother-in-law, the mother of your husband. You can't just ignore me like this. Get back here. Please, we're family. You can't just leave me like this. You have to help me. There's nobody else that I can turn to. You have to do something. You turned them against me. Please, you have to help me get them back. Well, aren't you going to answer me? Please, I need you. Just pick up the phone so that we can talk. Is that really so much? Just a simple conversation with your poor, desperate mother-in-law.
After that, Sandy was left with only a few suitcases and some divorce papers. She ended up reaching out to her brother, where she was given a room in a tiny corner of the already cramped house. Now she lives out her days with meager space as she tries to adjust to her